board so we can catch a replay in case it doesn't get captured by Facebook. So, hello, welcome to a day of love, of light and love, and I'm Jeanne Fritch, and I have the distinct privilege to be the event host and host amazing contributors who have come forward just to serve, to serve the world, to serve you, just by what they have to share and bring more light and love to your life and hopefully to the rest of the world. So sometimes during this time of the year, we notice a gap, right? We've just been through, we're kind of still going through, some people are still this week going to be celebrating Christmas, into New Year. But this is always a time of noticing and reflection. Like I know with my the people that I work with, I know that oftentimes emotional stuff comes up. During the Christmas season, you notice someone who's not there anymore, or maybe you notice that people aren't really present and they're not really engaged, and your life isn't vibrant. There's any number of things that people can look at and say, I want to grow my life more fully. I want to grow a better version of my life. And of course, it starts with us. And so I get to introduce you to Severine. And Severine, properly pronounce your last name.
Naessens.
Naessens. Mm-hmm. So it's Severine Naessens. And Severine, we titled your live stream "Loving Life and Living Fully," and you definitely model that. You personify that. You're a life coach. You're an adventurous mom. Yes. You're a world traveler. You love life, right? There's lots of things. You have a lot of hobbies. Travel, obviously, is one of those hobbies. You've also founded or co-founded several movements. Mm-hmm. So I want you, if you would, can you kind of, for people that don't know you, can you kind of fill in? Oh, I'm supposed to be letting you translate me. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, Jean. Good morning.
Good morning. So also, Severine is going to be translating.
Cheers to you.
How many languages do you know?
I speak 4 fluently and 1 kind of.
Wow.
So, yes, but I'm a professional translator. My profession, officially I'm a translator, but aside of that, I'm many other things. Oficialmente soy traductora, hablo 4 idiomas y uno más o menos. Y pues oficialmente soy traductora, pero soy muchas cosas a la vez. And as Jean introduced, we'll be doing this live stream in 2 languages. We'll give a go at that. Vamos a hacer esta transmisión en 2 idiomas, en español y en inglés. So we'll be going back and forth in Spanish and English.
Yes.
So we can serve as many people as possible.
Yes.
Para poder servir la mayor cantidad de personas posible. Este día the finales de 2017, on these last couple of days of 2017, to bring some love, some light, and some joy, para traer amor, para traer luz y alegría. For those who've been feeling a bit grumpy over the last couple of days, para los que se han sentido un poquito gruñones los últimos días, or as you said, Jean, people have been figuring out things are missing, people are missing, para también los que se han dado cuenta que algo falta o alguien falta en estos días. Thank you, Jean, for allowing me to be here with you in this gorgeous morning. Gracias por permitirme estar aquí esta bella mañana. And being morning, I have my true friends. Tengo aquí a mi fiel amigo, el café, coffee time. Cheers to you all. So, my little munchkin just came in and said hello. So
good.
Mi niña acaba de despertar, acaba de venir a saludarme. So yes, plenty of things to share.
If you could start with kind of skip through a little of your life, like where your roots were?
Sure. Well, I'm originally from Belgium. And I speak about a beautiful morning because we're in the Caribbean. Soy originalmente de Bélgica y les hablo una bella mañana porque estamos en el Caribe. And the sun's out, el sol salió. I moved to Cancun when I was 24. That's like yesterday, right? Me mudé a Cancún cuando tenía 24, así que ayer. And I've been through many different phases. I got here, I came here first as a student to go scuba diving. Por primera vez vine a Cancún cuando era estudiante para bucear. And I loved it so much that I decided to take off a sabbatical. Many students do take 6 months off or a year off from school or after school to chill out and relax. Así que después de mis estudios decidí regresar a Cancún por 6 meses, un año, un sabático. And it's been 18 glorious years now. Así que llevo 18 años aquí ya.
That's an awesome sabbatical.
It is. Well, it hasn't been much of a sabbatical though. I've been really busy. No ha sido mucho de un sabático porque he estado súper ocupada. I started out just chilling, and after 2 weeks, I got the heebie-jeebies, and I needed to get a job. Después de 15 días de no hacer nada, me desesperé y busqué trabajo. So I went through a whole bunch of phases. I started out as a salesperson, empecé como vendedora. Then I became a dive master, onto dive instructor. Luego me hice instructora de dive master y luego instructora de buceo. After that, I did that for almost 3 years. Me dediqué al buceo por 3 años, más o menos. I loved it because I was able to pour my passion into a job and get paid for it.
Yes.
So that was really amazing. Así que pude dedicarme a compartir mi pasión y aparte me pagaban. Así que estuvo muy padre. It was absolutely a lot of fun. I met thousands of people from all over the world. So I made a lot of friends too. That was a great start of my adult life. Eso fue un inicio muy padre para mi vida adulta porque hice muchos amigos, conocí miles de personas y pues la verdad fue un gran inicio. And after that, I quit that job after a while because I was figuring out that wasn't really something I could do for the rest of my life. It's a tough job, even though it's a lot of fun, physically very straining. Renuncié a ese trabajo después de unos años porque la verdad sí es un trabajo pesado, es físicamente muy demandante. And then I ran into the Belgian consul here in Cancun. Encontré el cónsul belga aquí en Cancun, and he offered me a job as his assistant, and that rolled into becoming his business partner. So we had a digital marketing company for about 12 years. Así que de ahí encontré al cónsul de Bélgica, me ofreció trabajo como su asistente y de ahí nos hicimos socios en un negocio y por 12 años tuvimos una agencia de mercadotecnia digital. So anything that has to do with the internet, like this amazing event, is just my second home is on the web. So I'm really glad to be here. Todo lo que tiene que ver con lo digital, pues es mi segundo hogar, así que me siento muy honrada y feliz de poder estar aquí el día de hoy en este gran evento. And while I was in the business, being a boss to 8 people gave me a completely different panorama because I was figuring out that I didn't know as much as I thought I did know. Siendo jefa de 8 personas, me fui dando cuenta que no tenía tanto conocimiento como pensaba tener. And I also started looking into some different business opportunities because the business wasn't doing too well. También estaba buscando otras oportunidades de negocio porque el negocio no iba tan bien. And then I ran into network marketing. Me encontré el mundo de network marketing o multinivel, and I loved it. Y me encantó. Because there's a lot of personal development going on within that area. So I just jumped on board and got into as many trainings I could to develop and move forward. Así que me aventé de lleno a ese proyecto y sobre todo a las capacitaciones para poder aprender lo más que pude para desarrollarme personalmente. And that's when I became a life coach. Because I think coaches, we have a calling. Creo que los que somos coach tenemos un llamado, a calling to help other people. Once you figure out how it works for yourself, you share the tools, you share the tricks, you share part of the path so that other people can figure it out for themselves as well. Yo creo que como coach tenemos un llamado de ayudar a los demás a también encontrar su camino, porque recibimos tantas herramientas que podemos compartirlas y ayudar a los demás a encontrar su camino y encontrar sus verdades para que pues también ellos mejoren su vida. So from there on, it's been a roller coaster. Ha sido una montaña rusa, a roller coaster up and down. I've hit rock bottom a couple of times. Sí toqué fondo un par de veces. But I figured out that when you hit rock bottom is when you finally get it. You figure out it's not that bad after all. Cuando tocas fondo es cuando te das cuenta que no está tan mal, realmente no estás tan mal. And you find that ladder, that spark of hope and that new way of seeing and doing things, and they get you moving. Encuentras esa luz, esa escalerita para encontrar la salida y hacer las cosas de manera diferente. And I've been very blessed to have met many, many different coaches, teachers, read books and audios, and me siento muy honrada y muy bendecida por haber encontrado tantos grandes maestros y grandes personas, coaches, y haber leído libros y audios para encontrar esas joyas where I found those little gemstones of information that clicked for me and that gave me the tools to get out there and keep on moving. Ahí encontré las joyitas que a mí me ayudaron a salir adelante y pues hacer lo mejor de mi vida que se pueda hacer. Up to there, my adventures, my professional and personal adventures. So far, I've been blessed as well with very traveling parents. So when we were little, we would move around Europe every summer, and then I started flying out to the States, and I've had the ability and the opportunity to travel and see part of the world. I haven't seen it all. Still have a long list of places to go. También fui bendecida con papás muy viajeros, así que de niña empezamos a viajar por toda Europa. Después empecé a brincar el charco para Estados Unidos y acá. Me falta mucho todavía por viajar, así que mi lista de aventuras es muy larga todavía.
Yeah, you said something before, not before now, but before when we've spoken, and I think you said something like you were born with your suitcase packed or something like that.
It's a saying I have because people say, well, how come you travel so often? I'm always ready to travel. If anybody said, hey, well, there's a wedding in Syria, I'm on a plane out to celebrate with my friends in Syria. Hey, there's a baptism going on somewhere in the States where I'm on a plane. And I just love to travel. I love to experience the different aspects of the different places that the world offers. Me dicen que siempre estoy lista. Tengo un dicho que yo nací con la maleta hecha, porque siempre estoy lista para viajar. Si hay una boda en Siria, ahí voy, pues me voy para el otro lado a celebrar el amor con mis amigos. Nace un niño en Estados Unidos y ahí me tienen yendo al bautizo o cualquier pretexto. Any excuse is good enough to jump on a plane or in the car or just get out there and discover, because I believe that when we stay at home, it's our comfort zone and it's our safe place. Yo creo mucho que cuando estamos en casa, estamos en nuestra zona de confort, en nuestro lugar seguro. Pero a mí me encanta salir y descubrir donde no estoy 100% cómoda. I love to be outside of my comfort zone where I'm not 100% comfortable. And it's funny because the more you do that, the more comfortable you become anywhere. Y es muy simpático porque más lo haces y más te vuelves cómoda en cualquier parte del mundo. And yes, my suitcase is always packed. I've learned how to pack lightly. I pack light and fast, so I'm good to go at any time. Aprendí a empacar ligero y rápido, así que siempre estoy lista para viajar, así que ya saben. So you all know.
So do you mostly travel to warm places then? Where
yes.
you don't need many clothes?
Yes. Sí, viajo. La mayor parte de las cosas busco lugares donde esté rico, calentito el clima. Yes, because I think after 18 years in the Caribbean, my body's completely climatized to warm weather. However, I have a good deal of thermal underwear to travel the colder places. Sí, mi cuerpo está acostumbrada al Caribe aquí ya después de tantos años, pero sí tengo ropa térmica calzones térmicos para viajar a lugares fríos.
And you love water sports.
Yes.
You love anything to do with water and travel. Is that it?
Yes, I think I must have come from Atlantis or something, because I just feel so comfortable in the water. It relaxes me. For many people, I'm one of those folks that I can't sit and meditate. It just doesn't work for me. I need to be moving. And when I dive or when I go swimming, I relax my body, and then my mind, obviously, my mind goes into that Zen state, where I can get my thoughts ordered and where I can get my stuff straightened out. It's cuando...
Is it oh, go ahead. Do your translation.
Let me just do that.
Yes.
Rápidamente en español, me preguntaba Jeanne que el agua es un elemento en el cual me siento muy cómoda. Y sí, como buzo yo creo que soy de la Atlántida, porque me siento muy cómoda en el agua y el agua me da ese espacio de meditación, porque a mí no se me da mucho sentarme a meditar, sentarme quieta. Para mí la meditación sucede en movimiento, y cuando estoy buceando o nadando, mi cuerpo se relaja y en automático mi mente sigue y puedo ordenar mi mente, puedo encontrar esa paz, ese espacio zen en mí, pero estando dentro del agua. It's amazing how the water has that effect on me. Es increíble cómo el agua tiene ese efecto en mí.
And is it that you're by water, in water, what's moving in the water? What is it, do you think?
Anything. The best for me is in the water, being completely, and if I can be submerged, better even. If I'm completely surrounded, it's like rediscovering the womb when we were babies and we were in mom's womb. That water, that peacefulness of floating, that lightness, that weightlessness, just being carried by the water and being surrounded and embraced by the water, that I think that's the reason why it feels so comfortable to me. Para mí, él me preguntaba si es estando junto al agua o dentro del agua. Para mí lo mejor es estar sumergida en el agua, porque es como estar de nuevo en el vientre de mi madre, rodeada por agua, abrazada por el agua, cargada por el agua, sentirme ligera, y ese abrazo del agua que me hace sentir tan cómoda en el agua.
It's awesome.
It is, I think it's important for everybody. Sometimes we get this cliche, like you have to sit and meditate like this, right? But it doesn't necessarily work for everybody. I figured out that, to me, if I go running or I go swimming or I go diving is when I meditate. That is my best moment. I meditate in motion, and meditation in motion is something that many people, marathon runners, do that. I have a couple of friends that do run marathons, and they or Ironman even. And that's when I asked them, how do you get your body to do that? And they say it's a meditation and movement. You disconnect somehow while moving the body. You disconnect the body from the mind. El correr o nadar o bucear es como una meditación en movimiento. A mí no me sale sentarme así a meditar más que un ratito. Es mejor para mí estar moviéndome, porque es como los maratonistas o los que corren Ironman, que pueden desconectar, estando en movimiento con el cuerpo, logran desconectar su mente y se van a ese lugar de meditación. That's I think, to me, it's what I discovered, that not all of us are quiet souls to sit there and meditate. It just, for me, it doesn't, I mean, it works. I've been practicing, but it takes a lot of practice for me to sit quiet. So for other people, it takes more practice to be in movement. It's just, we're all different. So it's just a matter of figuring out what works best for you. Para muchos es el sentar quieto. A mí me ha costado trabajo, lo he tenido que practicar mucho, así como otros necesitan practicar moverse. Es cosa de que cada quien, como somos distintos, cada quien encuentre dónde puede encontrar su espacio de meditación.
Okay, and you're a mother. You have a 10-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And are you a Parent Talk trainer?
Yes, I am. Yes,
I thought that you were. Can you explain what that is? It's a system?
Yes, sure, will do. Tengo una niña de 10 años, soy mamá y también soy Parent Talk trainer. Es un sistema de comunicación responsable. Parent Talk system is a system of responsible communication by our master, Chick Mormon, por parte de nuestro maestro Chick Mormon. Big shout out to that gentleman. He set up that system many, many years ago as a teacher, figuring out the way to speak to children and adults and anybody who's around you in a way where you take away you take away blame, you take away personal attacks, you take away anything that can harm the other person through your words. El sistema Parent Talk nos enseña cómo hablar sin etiquetas, sin culpas, sin lastimar a través de nuestras palabras a las demás personas, sobre todo enfocado hacia los niños. I took that course with Rebecca Montero, which is also a great friend, coach, teacher. I'm so blessed to have her in my life because she's been guiding me through parenthood for the last couple of years. Gracias a Rebecca Montero, que es una gran maestra y amiga y coach, que tengo la gran bendición de tenerla cerca porque me ha guiado a través de ser mamá por los últimos años. I took the course with her, I think it was 6 years ago, for the first time, after I got divorced, and I was having tons and tons of problems with my daughter. It just didn't work. I was just about to give up on being a mom. Hace 6 años tomé el curso con Rebecca Montero por primera vez, recién divorciada, teniendo muchos problemas con mi hija y estaba a punto de tirar la toalla a ser mamá. And she was able to give me a different panorama, a different way of thinking and speaking to get my child to do what I wanted her to do. Era una manera diferente de pensar y de hablar para lograr que mi niña hiciera lo que yo quería que hiciera. And it works. It totally works. It totally works to change your wording and eliminating that personal attack from our wording. Kids do whatever, because when we stop attacking our children verbally and energetically, because that's a combination of two things, they stop defending themselves.
Yes.
And they collaborate.
Yes.
It's a piece of cake once you know how it works, right? Es una maravilla ver cómo los niños colaboran cuando eliminamos el ataque, cuando dejamos de atacarlos verbalmente y energéticamente, y a través de nuestras palabras logramos que colaboran con nosotros porque no necesitan defenderse ya. y pues es una maravilla porque funciona perfectamente bien, obviamente una vez sabiendo cómo aplicarlo. And it worked so well that I forgot to apply it after a couple years. And then I took the course again because I said, okay, I need a refresher because, you know, kids, they go through different phases and moms do too. Especially the moms, I think. Decidí tomar el curso nuevamente porque los niños evolucionan y las mamás también. Yo creo que más bien las mamás somos las que más evolucionamos. And that time I did take the time and I did apply everything that goes by the book. It's 21 techniques of communication that I've been able to apply. And it worked so well that a lot of people around me started asking me, how did you do it to have that change? How did you achieve making that relationship with your daughter so much better? So I was invited by Chick Mormon and by Rebecca to become a trainer as well. And it's been a blessing because as we share our knowledge, we keep learning.
Yes.
And I think that's the best part of being a trainer.
Yes.
Being a constant student. Al volver a tomar el curso, empecé a aplicar ahora sí ya las reglas, las 21 técnicas, como debe ser, y varias personas me empezaron a preguntar cómo había yo logrado mejorar la relación con mi hija de esta manera, y pues ya tuve la bendición de que Chick Mormon y Rebecca me invitaron a ser trainer. Y la verdad, la mayor bendición de poder enseñar es el constante aprendizaje que tenemos. El que enseña, aprende más. So yes, it's been a true blessing. And you know, I've been able to apply those techniques to anything I do in my personal relationship with my partner, with my family, with clients, with coaches, with friends, because, you know, as a friend and being a coach, I think you can relate that they will call you anytime for any type of stuff that they're going through. And it's amazing how making our language simpler, we're able to help more and be there for them without giving the advice. It's just being there, not judging anyone.
Yes.
Estas técnicas me han servido mucho para poder hablar, obviamente, con mi hija, pero también con mi pareja, con mi familia, con mis clientes, con amigos, porque como coach también los amigos llegan a llamarnos por cualquier tema que les pasa, y simplificando nuestro lenguaje podemos ayudar mejor a las personas y pues estar ahí por ellos. So yes, Parent Talk, anybody interested, you can go ahead and check out Parent Talk Latam, which is our page. Rebecca and myself, we've set up a page for parents in Latin America, and if not, well, in English as well, you can give me a shout out and I can direct you. Also with Chick Mormon himself, which is the master of all of this. Para los que quieren aprender más acerca de esto, los invito a la página Parent Talk Latam, que es la página Rebeca Montero y su servidora, para que conozcan un poquito más, y si no, pues en inglés también en la página de Chick Mormon, quien es el mero maestro. But yes, like that's one of those big blessings that have come into my life and that have helped me help many more people to move forward and get out there. And I think one of the important things is when you are you become conscious about mistakes that you're making, because we're not perfect, we're human beings, right? It's very humbling to figure out that, okay, I messed up, what can I do? It's not just, oh well, I messed up and give up on it. It's I messed up and okay, there must be there's always a better way, there's always a solution for anything, and finding those tools. And the tools are different for everybody, right? There's tools that can help for many of us, but they're not necessarily the tool for everyone. So it's also important to know that there's so many things out there we can take advantage of.
Yes.
Let me translate that fast.
Yes. Yes.
Es importante el darnos cuenta cuando cometemos errores, que hay herramientas ahí, que hay soluciones, porque es muy diferente cometer errores y abandonar el barco y decir, bueno, pues ya, ¿no? O buscar soluciones a los errores que estamos cometiendo, buscar soluciones y buscar herramientas. Y hay muchísimas herramientas y no necesariamente las que a mí me sirvieron son buenos para cada uno, pero hay un poquito de verdad en todos y los invito a buscar herramientas que pueden, que hacen sintonía con cada uno y así salir adelante. I like to invite everyone to look for those tools and find the ones that synchronize with your needs, and that the ones that click with you are the good ones.
Very good. I was going to say to you, so if we have a scenario where, you know, you have someone who's looking at their life and it's not quite, they know that they're not maximizing their life energy. I don't want to say their potential, but they're not maximizing. Their life is a little gray. It may be very pretty, right, from the outside, but it doesn't have the depth and of fulfillment. And so you'll have to translate that, but I want to know what you would say to that person that's watching this.
Okay. Anybody who feels that something's missing, I would say that we oftentimes, now I may speak specifically towards women now, but oftentimes we forget about ourselves and put all of our energy in our family, in our partner, in our business, and many things without taking care of ourselves first. And what I've learned over the years is that if I stop putting myself first, everything crumbles. And I may set up a beautiful family, I may set up a great business, I may set up a completely amazing scenario that looks just perfect to the outside, but on the inside, something's missing, and that something is me. I am missing. And when we are not completely there, be it business, family, whatever, it's not complete. And to figure out ahorita traduzco, to figure out who you are, you have to look inside, and there's nobody else that can give you those answers. It is within you. And that journey can be very painful. That journey can be very hard. But that journey is so freaking rewarding once you do it and you go in and you figure out who you are and what you want, and then go out and do what you want. And leaving a couple things aside may be a bit difficult from time to time, but it's so very rewarding in the end to figure out who was missing. And it's not someone else, it's you. ¿No? Pregunta de Dr. Jeanne, ¿qué sucede cuando una persona está en esa búsqueda de encontrar, llenar ese hueco? Porque muchas veces llegamos a construir una vida perfecta, y muchas veces, ahora sí puedo hablar específicamente como mujer. Nos dedicamos a los hijos, nos dedicamos a la pareja, nos dedicamos al negocio, la familia, y hacemos todo que está perfecto. Todo se ve perfecto por fuera, pero hay un vacío por dentro. Y hay una persona que falta, hay algo que falta ahí, y esa persona que falta eres tú. Pero para poder llenar ese hueco hay que hacer un viaje al interior de uno. Y ese viaje puede ser doloroso, puede ser difícil, puede ser complicado, pero es muy, muy satisfactorio hacer ese viaje y encontrar esa esencia que traes dentro y encontrar qué es lo que quieres hacer y hacerlo, porque ahí sí a veces encontramos, sometimes we figure out what it is, but we don't act upon it. Yes. A veces encontramos qué es lo que queremos, pero no actuamos. Es que, oh, well, what would the others say? I think it'll look bad if I just pack my bags and go, ¿no? A veces decimos, no, pues es que sí me gustaría, pero pues ¿qué dirán? ¿No? Si agarro mis maletas y me voy de viaje, pues es que ¿qué dirán los demás? And it's getting over that fear of what the others would say, es traspasar esa barrera de qué dirán los demás It's getting over that fear of being truly you and not giving up sleep. Sí, es perder ese miedo de ser tú en tu esencia completa sin que te importe un pip lo que piensan los demás. And that's when you start rolling out and you start having fun with it. Así, ahí empiezas a tener esa diversión, ese gozo de vida. And that, I think I hit that point like last year. And I've been having a blast. Yo encontré ese punto el año pasado y me la he pasado espectacular. It's amazing how much bliss you can feel once you tap into your essence. Una vez que encuentres tu esencia, la dicha que llegas a sentir es impresionante y no hay mejor satisfacción. There's no other, I haven't found anything more satisfying than that, than just figuring out the core of me and what I want to do, who I am here to be. Because I think, once again, we all have a mission. Creo que la mayor satisfacción es encontrar quién eres tú y a qué veniste, cuál es tu misión en esta vida y ejecutar esa misión con gozo, con placer, con gusto y con alegría. Y once you find that mission, just execute it with joy, with bliss, with fun, having fun with it. Because one of my friends once told me, we're all from somewhere else and we're here on vacation. Un amigo alguna vez me dijo, todos venimos de otro lado y estamos aquí de vacaciones. So what do you do on a vacation, Jeanne?
You have fun.
You have fun. You have fun, you enjoy it, you relax with it, right?
Yes.
¿Qué hacen de vacaciones? La disfrutan, se divierten. So,
wow. What would you say to someone who maybe is struggling to start? Maybe they haven't really done too much work. They're just realizing that, and probably the same thing would apply to someone who's already in that journey. But at the very beginning, I think that first step sometimes seems like either someone has to tell you, or someone gives you permission. I don't know. There's something holding someone back from pursuing the best of them, because the best of them will give them the best life, right? The most happiness, right? And so what would you say?
That's a good one. La pregunta, ¿qué diría a una persona que está como que a punto de que todavía no hace ese primer paso hacia el descubrimiento, al trabajo que se tiene que hacer hacia uno mismo? Porque, bueno, alguien que ya esté tal vez en camino, pero a veces necesitamos ese pequeño empujón, una palabra. Sometimes it's just one word in a conversation that makes it just snap. A veces es solamente una palabra en una conversación que a alguien le hace caer el 20. One of the things I would say, I have one word, and it's just dare. Atrévete. Una palabra, atrévete. I've been playing with that word for many years. Es una palabra que he estado usando y jugando con ella mucho tiempo ya. Because that's something I've been telling myself. When I was stuck, try something different. Dare to let this stuff sit for a while and dare do something else. Atrévete a dejar lo que estás haciendo un ratito y prueba otra cosa. Because if you want, there's a saying, right? If you want different results, do different stuff. Si quieres resultados distintos, haz cosas distintas. I forget who's the wise person that said that for that quote. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you on that.
Was it Einstein?
I think it was Einstein. Yeah, could be. Creo que fue Einstein que dijo, no, si quieres resultados distintos, haz cosas distintas. And that's, I think, dare or atrévete is the key to get out of your comfort zone and just do it. In the end, if you fall smack on your face, you can't go any deeper than the floor, right? Si atrévete a hacer las cosas. Si te caes de boca, pues no te puedes ir más profundo que el piso. El piso, ya te quedaste en el piso. Levántate y síguete. Once you're down on the floor, get up and move on. People are afraid to do different things because of what the rest would say, because it's not orthodox to do stuff like that, or because atreven a hacer cosas distintas por lo que dirán, o por muchos paradigmas, o por situaciones, por creencias que traen dentro. So I would say dare to work on your paradigms, dare to work on your belief system, and know that your belief system was programmed by your parents, by your family, by your religion, by whatever environment you grew up in, and it's okay to change. Todo tu sistema de creencias ha sido programado por tus papás, por tu familia, por tu comunidad o por tu religión cuando eras chico, y está bien cambiar las cosas. We are free to change and to live up to that potential that you spoke about just now. Tenemos ese derecho de vivir plenamente y de llegar a nuestro potencial completo. And we are not our parents. Nosotros no somos nuestros papás. We're half and half, and we honor that. Somos mitad y mitad, y eso se honra. But we're an individual with a different mission. Somos individuos con misiones distintas. And with a potential, con un potencial that is completely different to our parents. We live in different times as well. También vivimos en un tiempo diferente que nos permite hacer cosas distintas. Así que atrévete. I would say just go out and dare. Just go and do it.
Take a chance.
Take a chance. Take a chance on me. I can just
Speaking of which, how about if we talk about 2018? What do you have on? I want you to talk about 2018, and then if you could talk about how to work with you, and also the academy that you helped co-found.
Oh, yay, yes, of course. I am so excited about 2018. Ahorita vamos a hablar del 2018 y algunas cosas que tenemos preparados. 2018, we are leaving on a trip on the 4th of January. Start off the year the right way. Nosotros vamos de viaje el 4 de enero en familia. We're actually flying out this time. It's a business family trip. Es un viaje de familia y negocios. I'm flying out to meet with Yvonne de la Flor. Nos vamos a ver a Yvonne de la Flor to work with her on stuff for the academy that you just mentioned. We've set up an amazing project called the Sheepless Life Academy. And we'll be planning some new stuff and working on stuff with the team in Vegas. So I'm taking the family for a trip there. And I think that's the best way to start off a year of a lot of futuring and a lot of great things, a brilliant year coming up. Este 2018 para mí inicia con un viaje de familia, negocios. Voy a Las Vegas a ver a Yvonne de la Flor, con quien arrancamos el proyecto Sheepless Life Academy, una academia para las mujeres. It's an academy for women, by the way. Y pues vamos a grabar unos videos y vamos a trabajar ahí en este proyecto, y aprovechamos para llevar a la niña al desierto. I'm taking advantage to show my daughter the desert. She hasn't seen the desert yet. So, and I think when we travel, at least for us, it is like that. With my daughter, I can see that when we travel, we expand. Cuando viajamos, expandimos. You expand your mind, because you will always, even though you have it perfectly planned, right? You've got the plane tickets, you've got the transfer booked, you've got the hotel booked, you've got everything perfectly laid out. Stuff is gonna happen. Aunque tengas todo perfectamente programado, que el avión, el traslado, el hotel, el auto, algo va a pasar. And that's the adventure spirit that I think that makes us grow and puts us into situations to learn. Ese espíritu aventurero nos ayuda a aprender, and it also gives you a broader panorama, a broader vision of the world around us. Nos da una visión más amplia del mundo que nos rodea. And furthermore, a lot of family stuff happening, getting married as well this 2018. So I'm really excited about. I think I'm a lot more excited now than I was 50 years ago when I did that for the first time. Me voy a casar también este año. Estoy súper emocionada. Más que hace 15 años cuando me casé por primera vez. I think that at this stage of life, bringing two families together is like the cherry on the cake, the icing on the cake of all the work that we both have done during the last bunch of years in our lives. So I'm really excited about that too. Estoy muy emocionada por la boda, porque es unir a dos familias, que para mí es como la cereza en el pastel del trabajo personal que los dos hemos hecho en los últimos años a nivel personal. And professionally, I'm really, really looking forward to working with as many women as can be in the Sheepless Life Academy. It's a beautiful project that many of us, we've been very privileged, 20 somewhat women have been through the process already, and we've all seen, you included, I think you can
I can attest.
Confirm and attest that
absolutely.
The information provided by Yvonne de la Flor, who's coming later, so tune in. The information that she provides is amazingly powerful. It's simple and powerful at the same time, and it's something that provides us with the tools, but it's a tool. It's not just watch it and it'll happen. It's watch it, absorb it, and work it. And once you do the work, the results are so amazing that I can't wait to see many more women go through this and stand by their side as they go through it, because it's a rough ride. Sometimes it's a rough ride. We've all had moments. I mean, I remember both of us going, what? Really? Do I really have to go there? Well, you don't have to, but you choose. ¿No? Me encanta la idea de trabajar con la academia, con muchas mujeres, porque tanto Jeanne como su servidora hemos pasado por ese proceso, y somos 20 y tantas mujeres que hemos tenido el privilegio de trabajar con Yvonne de la Flor, que viene al ratito, así que hay que estar aquí atentos. Hemos tenido ese privilegio de trabajar con ella. La información que nos da es tan sencilla y fuerte y potente a la vez, que nos da las herramientas de trabajar con nosotros y nosotros mismos. Y a mí me da mucha ilusión, mucha emoción poder apoyar a las mujeres que están entrando a la academia, haciendo el proceso, porque sí va a haber momentos en que dices, no, si de veras, en serio, tengo que hacer eso. No tienes que, pero tú decides. So yes, we choose, but once you choose to do the work, it's just such a big gift to yourself. Una vez que decides hacer el trabajo, es un gran regalo a ti misma. And that's it. I think it's the only way to flourish. It's the only way to just get out there and be. Es la única manera de florecer y de ser. De simplemente ser y disfrutarlo and enjoy it, because it's a beautiful trip through the essence of one. Es un viaje hermoso a través de la esencia de uno.
Yes.
And you are the only person that can do that trip. Tú eres la única persona que puede vivir ese viaje. It's just so rewarding, is muy satisfactorio, and it's very rewarding to have a system set up that provides you with the steps.
Yes.
Es muy satisfactorio tener un sistema en donde están todos los pasos a seguir, and since it's been tried, ya lo probamos, and it's been proven to work, y aparte está comprobado que funciona. So yes, I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity to collaborate very closely with Yvonne on this. She's an amazing teacher. She's an amazing friend and coach. And I'm really, really looking forward to helping and being there for these women that go through that process, because I know that in the end, it's so worth it.
It is. It's so profound. It's just profound. I mean, it's on such a fundamental level, light and deep and wide. And like you said, there's some heavy stuff that a lot of us carry that
Yes.
Some of us have carried it for so long, we got used to the weight and we didn't even realize how heavy, how much weight there was in that. And it's very freeing. And it becomes very fun then, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, so to tie this into our theme of love and light, you might need to translate that.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hang on, pause for a while. Lo que dice Jeanne, que sí es cierto, el proceso de la academia es muy liberador, es un proceso a veces muy fuerte, porque nos damos cuenta que estamos cargando con cosas muy, muy pesadas, muy fuertes, pero ya nos acostumbramos y como que ya pues lo cargo y ya no nos damos cuenta que estamos cargando cosas muy pesadas. Entonces el proceso de liberar todo eso es impresionante. Y pues ahora sí vamos a unirlo todo con el tema del amor y la luz. Bring on the love and the light, dear Jeanne.
Bring on the love and the light. I think for myself, in my life, the more that I chose to love myself, and I think oftentimes it's a choice.
Yes.
You know, because we're raised a lot of times in a culture of criticalness. Schools will bring that. That isn't necessarily in the family, although some families bring that aspect too. And I think we kind of shut down and we kind of guard who we really are. And so the more that we can love ourselves, it is a much more natural thing then to love others, to give them grace, right? Because there's a humility to the journey too. I mean,
yes.
A humility that's gained, at least.
Dr. Jeanne dice que el momento que decidió amarse a sí misma, se le hizo mucho más fácil empezar también a transmitir ese amor hacia los demás, porque se libera. Excuse me. I think it was Shanti Zimmerman, who's also on this panel, that wrote a post on her Facebook the other day about choosing to love oneself more. And she got a lot of criticism on that. Una de las panelistas, Shanti Zimmerman, posteó esta semana pasada algo acerca de amarse a sí mismo más para poder servir a los demás, y recibió mucha crítica. And I do think that in our society in general, I mean, this is an international forum, and I can speak for my own society, being Belgium and Mexico. And I think it does apply to many others. Quiero hablar de nuestra sociedad, hablando de la mía, de Bélgica, de México, pero también creo que aplica para mucho, como este es un foro internacional. We are taught to keep back. We are taught to look up. We are taught to stand still and hold off. Nos enseñan de cerrarnos, de aguantar, de esperar, de simplemente tomar distancia. And when we start that journey of love, inner love to oneself, in the broadest way, love your body, love your spirit, love your mind, just take care of the whole being. There's a lot of criticism because society is not used to that. It's not. No, we're getting somewhere already. We're working on stuff. En la sociedad no está tan bien vista que la gente empiece con ese amor propio, de amarse a sí mismo primero. They think it's selfishness. Muchos creen que es selfishness, que es egoísmo. And I think it's just the other way around. Because when I love myself fully, when I am okay with who I am, when I love me, the love for the others, it just flows out. Because when I am in overflow of love for myself,
Yeah, because you're the source point of the
Yes,
love. And
we are the source.
sometimes it's quiet. The love for yourself is quiet. Sometimes it's just accepting and owning, hey, this is my story.
Yes.
Instead of fighting that this is your story, right?
You don't necessarily have to fight for your story.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, because there's a concept of being warriors and going out there and doing the fight. It's not that. It's just being okay with who you are. Es muy importante el amor propio, el amor a uno mismo no necesariamente es una lucha, no tiene que ser una batalla, que salir los guerreros ahí afuera. Es el aceptar quién eres, el amarte a ti mismo, tanto tu cuerpo, tu mente, tu espíritu, todo tu ser. Y cuando tú estás lleno de amor por ti mismo, pues sale a flote para los demás. It's so amazing how wonderful it is once you're at peace and in love with yourself. And it's not the crazy love. It's not the no, it doesn't go there.
No,
It's
purer than that.
It's that source. The source that you speak of. One of our masters, Douglas Collins, he speaks of that source. We are source. We are part of source. We are part of the universe. The universe is part of us. And it's just all love. And that love, once you embrace it, it's just so powerful to just be. And automatically it's like a good virus, and it spreads.
Yes.
And it starts affecting those around you. Es impresionantemente fuerte que cuando te das cuenta que eres la fuente, un gran maestro, Douglas Collins, nos lo enseña, que somos la fuente, somos parte del universo, el universo es parte de nosotros, somos esa fuente poderosa de amor. Y una vez que tú estás en ese amor contigo mismo, hasta parece virus que solito se va y se esparce a los demás y empieza a afectar a los que te rodean. It's amazing how, for me at least, I don't know for you, Jeanne, but once I found that peace with me, I am at peace with the rest of the people around me.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. You totally got that.
Una vez que yo encontré esa paz conmigo misma, ha sido impresionante cómo puedo estar en paz con los demás. You stop taking things personal, dejas de tomar las cosas personales, you diminish, you do not stop. It's hard to stop criticizing, though. I must admit, I still do, but it's been brought down to a serious level, way back down. También dejas de criticar a los demás. No lo dejas por completo. Admito que sigo trabajando en ello, pero la crítica ya se disminuye. And when you stop criticizing yourself, when you just accept who you are in as many ways as possible, and you diminish that auto-criticism, that self-criticism, and that self-slaying, things flow, and all of a sudden you can start seeing the good things in anything. Even in a very nasty situation, you can start seeing the lesson. You see the teachings that are in there. You see the benefit that will bring on the long run for you. You start seeing things with different eyes. Cuando tú ya estás en esa paz, en esa armonía contigo mismo, puedes empezar a disminuir la autocrítica también, porque eso yo creo que somos más críticos con nosotros mismos. Cuando ya dejas de criticarte a ti mismo, puedes empezar también a ver el lado positivo en las cosas, aunque son situaciones difíciles, sin situaciones dolorosas. Empiezas a ver el beneficio que esto te va a traer más adelante también. So yes, being in love. I like to be in love. My fiance says, well, you kind of fall in love with everybody and everything. What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. Mi fiance me dices que tú te enamoras de todo y de todo el mundo. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿No? But it's not that falling in love. It's just loving it. I'm just loving life. I'm just loving the people. I'm just loving in the situations. Even the dogs. The other day we were chatting about our fur babies. You just love them. It's just that unsinkable thing that it's just there, and it's very strong, it's very powerful, and it brings so much joy. Es impresionante cuando vives en amor, es enamorada. Estoy enamorada de la vida, estoy enamorada de la gente que me rodea, es de las cosas, de las mascotas, hasta estuvimos platicando de nuestros bebés de pelos, nuestros perros. Amas, simplemente amas, you just love. And I think it's really beautiful, and I'm very grateful to have found the people to guide me there, the tools to take me there, and to get myself there. Estoy muy bendecida y agradecida por haber encontrado a las personas que me guiaron hacia este amor, que me dieron las herramientas para yo poder hacer el trabajo y encontrarlo conmigo misma.
Well, we will be posting the links under this replay. We'll be posting the links. So whatever links you have to offer, I want to list them all.
We'll do. There's
from working with you to the Sheepless Academy to the parent training, parent talk, whatever you have. I know that you do. It's so funny because I love to call it the work, but I hate the kind of the connotation of the work, because when you think of work, you think of sweat and effort. The work is amazing, actually. It is.
It's a journey.
It is.
I see it as a journey, a voyage. It's the voyage to the inner me. It's the voyage to find the Holy Grail. It's in me.
Yes, exactly. And I think when you there's a tipping point on that journey where you realize, wow, this is actually fun. I want to know more. I want to develop more. Because it's almost like the more that you learn about yourself and the more you master, it just opens up new avenues, new horizons,
many
new levels. Like it's so infinite, the potential.
Sí, el hacer el trabajo, como lo que comenta Jeanne, es el hacer el trabajo. Tenemos esa connotación de que trabajo es complicado, duro, hay que sudarle, ¿no? Yo lo veo más bien como un viaje, una aventura hacia adentro de mí, buscando el santo grial, que pues soy yo. Y cuando lo que ella dice, cuando ya lo encuentras un gozo por más y quieres más. It's like when it's like, you could almost call it an addiction. Puedes casi llamarlo una adicción, because you get addicted, or you get the hang of doing more for you. Como que agarras la onda de hacer más por ti, porque te da mucha satisfacción. You get a lot of satisfaction out of that.
Yes.
And once you live that journey, you travel that journey with you towards yourself, it brings out so much more. Cuando tú vives ese viaje hacia tus adentros, cuando tú trabajas contigo mismo, cuando viajas contigo hacia ti, te trae lo mejor de ti. And once you bring out your essence, you can truly serve your mission. Una vez que traes tu esencia en la mano, puedes servir tu misión. And I think that once the ones of us that we have found our mission and our essence, and we can combine those two things, it's so powerful. And that's why we can't shut up. That's why we keep on going.
Oh my gosh.
Encontramos todo esto, ya no nos podemos quedar calladas. Por eso hablamos tanto, con tanta emoción, porque es tan bello. We speak about it with so much passion because it's so beautiful. And it's so exciting. Es muy emocionante.
It is.
To find yourself and then to see others, help others get there, that is the best ever. Ayudar a los demás a llegar ahí es lo mejor.
So what are your closing words for people who are watching this? We're going into a new year. We're in a season where we're anticipating, maybe we're looking at the end of the year and maybe we're happy with some of the results. Maybe we're dissatisfied with others, or maybe we're just generally dissatisfied or depressed, you know.
Yeah.
This is the time of year that kind of stuff tends to surface. It's an emotional time of year.
Yes.
Happy and sad, you know. So what would you leave this conversation with for them as far as maximizing light to bring more love into their life, or maximizing love to bring more light?
I would say, voy a traducir rápidamente el mensaje final para las personas que están en estos días, que estamos en los días de reflexión, estamos en días de sopesar, que es lo que está pasando. Dare to take a look, in all honesty, of what went on, let's say the last 6 months, last 12 months, but in all honesty, without justification, without judging, and just write it down. And put in balance what went right, do more of that. What went wrong, look at it and see what you can do differently, and dare to do it differently. Yo diría, para estos días, sopesar, ver en plena honestidad y sin juzgarte qué es lo que pasó en el 2017, 6 meses, 12 meses, qué es lo que te gustó, haz más de eso, y qué es lo que no te gustó, pues de ahí atrévete a hacer las cosas de manera diferente. Because it's all trial and error, todo es prueba y error. And there's no perfect way of living your life, no hay una manera perfecta de vivir la vida. The best way is the way you feel comfortable with, you feel happy about, and you feel fulfilled with. La mejor manera para ti es la manera que a ti te da gozo, que a ti te da esa plenitud y esa satisfacción. So please don't let anybody tell you what to do. Por favor, no dejen que los demás les digan cómo hacer las cosas. And be humble enough to seek help if you need it. Y ten la humildad de buscar ayuda si la necesitas. I went through many years where I thought I could do it all on my own, and it just doesn't work. Yo pensé por muchos años que yo lo podía hacer todo sola y no me funcionó. And once I opened up to the help, once I opened up to the ideas of others, and to the inspiration that others could give me, it just started to flow. Una vez que me permití escuchar las ideas y las opiniones y la influencia de los demás, empezaron a fluir las cosas. So I would just say, enjoy the vacation.
I love it. I love
las
it.
vacaciones.
Thank you so much. We're going to end off now. I will post those links so that people will be able to find you. Sure. And converse with you, potentially work with you. We'll have those on the replay page. So I just appreciate you so much. Thank you. You always bring such, it's just, I don't even know what the word is. It's a little of effervescence, but it's mixed with something else. It's very, there's a very determined energy, but you're having fun.
Yes.
It's not work.
No, it's not work. Not anymore. It's not work anymore.
Yeah.
The work is over, and the traveling journey is ongoing always.
Yes. So. Wonderful. Thank you, Severine.
Thank you so much, Jeanne, for creating this space and for allowing so many people to connect with all of us.
Yes.
And thank you just for being such a dear friend. I love you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're amazing.
Much love and light to all of you.
And much love.
Mucho amor, mucha luz para todos. Y postearemos los links de cómo contactarse conmigo y todos los proyectos que hay para compartirles la información. Mucho amor, mucha luz, much love and light. Thank you. Bye-bye.